It's story time!
And hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. David, you doing okay?
Howdy, how are you?
I'm
I'm
doing
great.
great. Yeah, I'm doing great.
And I see you have Mr. Hemingway up there. That's nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ernest Hemingway was always been one of my favorite classic authors. Uh, in a lot of ways, I feel like I closely relate to him. He was an ambulance driver for the American Red Cross during, well, not from the American Red Cross, for the Red Cross during World War One.
World War One. That's right. You
Yeah,
wrote about that.
yeah.
Which
And
book was that? The Sun Also Rises.
yes,
Okay, that's
I
what I
was
think.
thinking Farewell to Arms, but that was about the
Yeah,
Spanish
that's the
Civil
Spanish
War.
Civil War.
Yes, but like I said, he's like a as far as uh, authors is concerned, he's one of my favorite classic authors.
Yeah, he's good.
Yes, I mean, and one author that I always felt that the story's good, but there's a little bit of a self-gloating part of it is Dante's Inferno.
hmm
So I'm like, okay, come on, seriously, Dante, you're going to sit there and say you met the great philosophers of Greek and ancient history, and they're talking to you like you're the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Well, I mean, he did
Yeah,
have a little bit of a perspective there, I guess. But that's fine.
yeah. But hey, it
Oh,
is
by the
what
way,
it
did
is.
you see Chris Ryder made the news?
Oh,
There's
let's
a
see.
newspaper headline about it.
Yep, yep. Let's make it bigger for everyone. I look at like Chris Ryder loses channel. I look everywhere. I can't find it. YouTube tells him to look under his car seat, but cigarette smoke is too thick. Oh yes. And quite frankly, I'm just going to be blunt with everybody. One of the videos we're going to be showing today, I'm going to pause at a certain point, and this can be a homework assignment if you want to take a screenshot at that point and do whatever you want to do with it. I'm not saying for you to do something. I'm just saying if you want to do and edit and do something with a video with that particular screenshot to entertain yourself and your friends with, you're more than welcome to do so. You're more than welcome to do so. I think there's some people that would enjoy doing that. I've seen some evil thoughts coming to my mind, so but I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying, here's a pause. Take a moment, get your screenshot, use your snippet tool, and have fun. So, David, you had a great weekend so far. I would hope.
Yeah, it's kind of boring, but that's okay. Boring's good.
Boring. That's what I'm about to say. Boring's good, and that's I like it when it's boring as well. And today, I'm trying to venture into different areas than just let's talk about these fraud trails. Let's talk about this. But I think body cam videos are pretty darn awesome.
Hey, I'm curious. Before we get on all that, do you guys still have snow on the ground down there?
It's pretty much melted. There's some little spots where maybe it sits in the shade a little bit too much. That has a little bit of snow left, but yeah, it's gone.
That's
Uh,
that's that's a lot worse than the '88 storm, isn't it?
well, I wasn't in Florida in '88.
Oh, okay. Because that's the last one I can remember that was that bad.
Well, I don't know if I would call it bad. I mean, it was different. It's probably the best way to put it. It was different. Now, considering it was 10 inches in some spots in my area, that was astounding.
10 inches, really? Man.
Yeah, 10 inches. There were people who measured 10 inches. I would say it's probably, on average, probably closer to 8. But, yes, some areas were 10. One of the things that I did that was kind of fun is that I sat. We had tickets come open because some of our areas, their network went down. That's to be expected. So I had fun, kept on saying the office is closed on this day due to 10 inches of snow in Florida.
Yep, that might be a good reason to close.
Yes, and just one of those things. I just wanted. Now it's someone's going to review the ticket that's from somewhere that don't know what's going on, and it goes, wait a minute, there was snow in Florida, 10 inches of it. Wow,
that's like real snow. Well, where you really want to go is Key West. Do you realize the lowest temperature, all-time lowest temperature in Key West since they started keeping records is 41 degrees?
I would not be surprised. Just every now and then you get that good cold front come in.
But they've never had snow. It's never been freezing.
Yes, never been freezing. Now I'm in the part of Florida where yes, we do have cold weather. We do have winter, and it's about.
Oh, you're not far from Alabama, right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
we have winter. It's like 30 days of the year, but not all at once. In other words, we might get 2 or 3 days here. We might get 2 or 3 days there, but we really don't have cold weather like a lot of parts of the country, which makes it nice when it's nice outside in December. But yes, when it snows like that, we cannot by no means go out. We just have to kind of hunker down and just kind of get through it.
Yeah, in Austin, we had a little bit of snow, but it was mostly gone the next day.
Yes.
And then it's at 49 right now, and it's going to be that they're saying it's supposed to go back up in the 50s tomorrow.
Yeah, we're looking at 64 today. In fact, currently, according to my computer, it's 65.
We are at 49 right now, so.
Yeah, so our snow is gone. We may have got most of it, but I knew it was not going to be around for but maybe a couple of days. So, you ready to start on the first video?
Okay, what do we got?
All right, so I think this one has got a lot of traction, a lot of popularity, and it's one of those ones that I think people will recognize it right off, but I think that it's good discussion to have. It really is, yes, for a lot of different reasons, not just on the legal aspect, but morality aspect of it. So let's go ahead and bring it up.
Yeah, remember, audio 30 seconds.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, the audio does not start for 30 seconds. And I have to remember, although I see it on my screen on the left. Hey, Commerce Helper, how you doing? It's good to have you. And yes, there is no audio right this moment. It starts in a few seconds. And it'll start in about 3.
Just across the street?
I have to pee really bad.
Okay. All right. Well, you're going to have to hang out.
So that's the first thing we hear her to say. She has to pee really bad. Of course, where does she want to pee at? I don't know.
Unfortunately, there's no places to pee right now. Where is across the street?
Golf Gate, Tipsy Turvy.
Golf Gate?
Tipsy Turvy.
Tipsy Turvy. Is that a bar? Excuse me, down at Golf Gate?
Oh!
Sorry, I'm drinking a fizzy drink.
What were you drinking, sir?
Celsius.
Fizzy drink?
Yeah.
And it's a Celsius.
Yeah.
Swear?
Yeah, I guess that's a little embarrassing for him. And belts like that, and she kind of react. Her reaction was kind of delayed. So I wonder if that's a new sobriety test. Belch real loud in front of a person, and see how quickly it takes them to respond to it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was kind of there was a little slowed response.
Pinky.
You swear.
Pinky. Here, why don't we get out of the road?
You were drinking a fizzy drink.
Come on.
Hey,
Yes.
you were drinking a fizzy drink. Oh.
You all right?
Yes, I just want
Apparently,
to
she
counter
was
you.
pretty great.
Counter me?
Yeah.
I think you're trying to counter you.
Hey, you were drinking a fizzy drink. You were drinking a fizzy drink.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try me?
A fizzy drink has in a Celsius because I need energy.
Energy.
Yeah.
Me too, bro.
Okay.
I just got off work.
Do you work at Hooters?
Yes, I do.
Okay. But then you went to Hooters and then
I went to
you're
Hooters
tipsy,
and
Toby.
then I went to Golfgate.
Do you work at the Hooters down in Gulfgate?
I do.
Okay.
Caught me, red flag.
You what?
Red flag, caught me.
Okay. Well, what's your first name?
Sophia.
Sophia. My name is Nick,
Nick, I have to pee.
and I'm going to be honest.
Nick, I have to pee.
It seems like you are
Wasted.
under the influence of something.
Oh my god.
Now, unfortunately, in situations like this, we are going to investigate it.
Sorry about that. That's a commercial.
Oh.
YouTube's got to get paid.
Why?
I'm...
Would you be willing to participate in the couple?
No.
You don't want to participate in
No.
the exercises.
I'm literally drinking and I'm not gonna drive. Not gonna drive.
But you were already driving.
I am...
No problem.
I was not. No, it wasn't. No, I was not.
I mean, we stopped you in the middle of the road.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, you did not.
Look at the cars.
No, you did not.
Where do you think you are right now?
I am in Golfgate.
No.
Why did you lie me?
You did not.
What's that?
She's trying to enforce for Hooters to force. You don't see right. Go home and get back together. Like trying to force on him.
Well, I mean, it's very obvious she is intoxicated. Now, I'm going to tell you, Hooters Waitress can make pretty good money, and I will promise you how flirty she is on the scene. I almost can promise you she is as flirty at work, and she probably makes pretty good at temps because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I think it's a Hooters may not be the most ideal job for young ladies, but might be a good job if you're in college and you're just trying to get the extra money to get by.
Well, there's a little going on here.
I'm sorry.
Just a little bit of going on here.
Yeah, just a little bit. And I will, and at least at the beginning, I would say it's almost on both sides. I don't know if the officer's doing his bit just to get her to talk, but at least right now at the beginning, it's at the both sides of it. And I will pose a question a little bit later in the video about something that would probably be a fair question to ask.
Stop me in front of Golfgate.
You did not. You were correct.
That's what I'm saying.
And real quick, who has a bad echo? Is it me or is it David Karma's helper?
Sounded like me.
Yeah, she's saying it's coming from you. Could be just the room you're in. And hey, Vintage, how's it going?
Hey, try the. No. I'm gonna log off. I think it's blue.
Okay.
Let me get off. Right back.
All right, sounds good. Now I'll keep this playing.
Okay.
So look, I want you to turn
Hey,
around.
it's not fair. You did not stop me in front of Golfgate.
Sophia, I am investigating a DUI. Sorry. And I would like if you would participate in a couple standard field sobriety exercises to determine if you're able to drive home.
I am not going to drive home.
Okay. Well, in that case, we could at least pull your car over, but if you would be willing to participate in those exercises,
Do you want me to call AAA? Like, I have to pee.
I know. But right now, you're not going to be able to pee. I'm
I
sorry.
have to pee.
I'm sorry. You're not going to be able to right this second.
Can I go inside? Please.
Where?
Right there, please.
This is a church. That's not open.
I don't want to pee in front of everybody.
You're not going to be able to pee right now.
I don't want to pee in front of anybody. Please. I don't want to pee in front of everybody.
You're not going to be able to pee right now. There's nowhere to pee, unfortunately.
Now, unless there's some objection to this, I think I'm going to speed up the video just a hair. Let me know if 1.5 is too fast. But it is 30 minutes long, and I don't want to stay on this the whole show. So we'll keep this going.
Would you be willing to participate in those exercises?
No.
And why is that?
Because.
Well, if you don't participate in those exercises, I have to make my determination on driving.
Those guys are reckless driving.
Hey, I want to thank Upside for sponsoring this body cam. Upside.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just take us through this commercial real quick, and then we'll get right back on. But love how she stopped and said, "Hey, those guys are driving real fast. Hey, look at them. Don't look at me. Look at them. I'm a good little girl."
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Me? Instead of those guys reckless driving, you're going to deal with me.
So hold on. If you do not participate in some of those exercises, then I have to make my determination on a DUI charge based off of what I've seen so far. And it seems like, there's quite a few signs that you're under the influence.
I am under the influence, but I did not drive.
Yes.
Swear to God.
But you were driving.
I was not. I was not.
Sophia, you were driving.
I was not.
Do you remember that you had the car in drive and then I had to put it in park for you?
I was not. No, I do not.
Well, how did your car get here then?
My friend. My friend drove it over here for me.
Okay. So, that's not what happened.
He drove it over here for me.
He physically saw you driving.
I was not driving. I was not driving. I was not driving. I wasn't. I swear. I swear.
Okay. Well, I'll ask you one more time. Would you be willing to participate in those exercises?
No, I was not driving.
Even if there's just one to check your eyes?
I was not driving.
It's a super simple exercise.
Babe, I was not driving. I will not drive. Like, it was not me. It was never me. It's not just not me.
It was not me.
Yeah, I mean, babe, it's not me. I wasn't driving. Okay, how did your car get there? My friend, where's your friend at? Yeah, you were in the driver's seat. The vehicle was in drive. You had passed out. You were driving. But let's keep this going.
Does that help?
Can we try one exercise?
I'm sorry?
Nothing. I was my echo problem.
Okay.
And it would really help with me making my
Why?
determination.
Can I go to the bathroom first?
You cannot.
No.
There's nowhere
That's
to
not
pee.
fair. That's not fair. That is not fair. That is not fair. You're asking me.
Okay, David. Yeah, you got bad sound bad feedback on that.
Hang on, I'm working on it.
Okay, go ahead and go backstage and just kind of let me know when you're ready. Okay.
Check.
Yeah, we still get a little bit.
Okay, yeah, back.
Yeah.
Take a probo.
To take a what?
Without taking piss.
Taking a what?
Taking a test without taking a piss.
You're going to participate in an exercise.
You're asking exactly.
But this exercise, you only have to stand there.
You were asking, babe. You were asking me, babe. You were asking me to take a test without a test.
That doesn't make much sense.
You are asking me to take a test without a test.
Okay. Does anyone know what she's saying? You're asking me to take a test without taking the test? You gotta take the test in order for you to take the test. So yes. So let's keep this one going. God.
What do you mean by that?
You are telling me to take a test without a test.
I'm asking if you're willing to participate in an
Oh,
exercise.
you want me to participate?
Do I, what?
You want me to participate in tests?
If you're willing to, yes.
Hey, Anna, do you want me to do what you want me to do, or do you want me to do what I want to do?
You can do whatever
Because I'll
you
bust
want.
out. I'll bust out. But I'll do what you want to do too.
If you're willing to participate in that.
I will participate.
Okay. It seems like that sidewalk is nice and flat for us. Would you be
fun.
willing to walk over?
Feeling my husband with 8 inches was like reliving my first time. Thanks to the salt trick, he makes me gush like a broken pipe.
Over there, that one across the street. We just gotta watch this car to our left.
Hey, watch the car.
All right, you're good to go.
Watch my car.
All right.
Try to get run over.
Dave, do you mind turning off the front lights?
Dave.
Please?
Dave.
Yeah, we're gonna come on over here, Sophia.
Hey, Dave, we're gonna make out.
Too bad David's not on in the chat right now. Because we could that's I would make fun of him right there. Dave, is there something you want to tell us? David, is there anything you want to tell us?
We're gonna turn off the lights here. Hey, Dave. We're gonna make out here.
Okay.
We're gonna make out here.
No, we're not. Here,
Turn
wait,
off the
wait,
lights.
stop right there.
Turn off the lights. We're gonna make out.
Wait, stay right there.
Oh, it's
Okay.
my bad. It's my bad.
Right.
I gotta pee, bro.
I know. I
I
have
gotta
to pee as well.
pee, bro. I gotta pee.
And back with us is David. David, how's our audio?
I think it's better.
Yeah, okay. So she was going around and saying, Dave, we're gonna make out. Dave, come on, Dave. So what? Is there something you want to tell us?
It has a. No, it's still that one. Darn it.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to put you backstage, but ask you this question real quick. We're actually going to meet you. Are you using your phone? Are you using your computer on speakers? If you're using your computer on speakers, maybe using headphones might be a good idea. All right, I'm putting him back backstage. He's still working on his technical difficulties, but I do want to ask a question to our chat. With this body count in place, how many of you would think would she been let go by now, or taken home by the officer, or would the officer still take her to jail? We know at the end she does get arrested for DUI. It's blatantly obvious, slap you in the face, obvious. So just in chat, I hate to say this, put one in the chat if you think without the body count video, would she be going to jail? 2, if you think she would not be going to jail. So, and this is just a quick survey, I guess is a good way of putting it. One, she would not be going to jail from King Pokey. King Pokey, I would have to agree with you. In my opinion, is more likely the officer would probably take her home. He would not allow her to drive at all because it would have been a dangerous situation because he could get hurt in past. But this is a situation she definitely wouldn't need to go to jail to learn from this mistake that she made, drinking and driving. So we'll keep this going. David. Okay, David said he thinks he's got it. So let's bring him back up. So, David, did you hear the question? And you're still muted. Let me fix that. Okay. David, did you hear that? Yeah. I'm not hearing it as bad.
Yeah, this is weird. This is
I know. We have not had that issue with you before.
Well, I'm not headphone. I've changed everything.
Okay. All right. So the question I asked was without body cam.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she would have gone to jail, or was she at least been taken home by the officer?
Well, one of the things that a lot of cops say is that these cameras protect them from all kinds of accusations multiple ways.
Yes, it
And
does.
I think that would have been the play here. He would have had a lot more careful with his camera.
Yeah, exactly. He's being a lot more careful. She's being very flirtatious. At a couple points, wanting to make out with Dave.
Is that his name?
I'm assuming so. Yes. And that being said, kudos on him, but of course he knows he's being recorded.
Right.
So, but real test would have been if he wasn't being recorded. Would he been in? And if he did anything outside the books, it would have been bad for him. So,
right. And that's the way. A lot of people talk to the body cam their best friends a lot of the time because they'll get all kinds of stuff, and they look at the body cam. They do. They're from there.
Mm-hmm.
See that with others a lot.
Right.
Well, I mean, all kinds of crazy accusations are true.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Watch the body cams. Watch the. We are a society with cameras everywhere. True. You walk out your door, you're going to be on a camera somewhere. But that does not mean people have the right to go put a camera in your face too.
Yeah, but those cameras are not used for profit.
No. The cameras I have at my house. One reason that I would view them is if something happens. And that's.
Hey, God, I'm gonna get off and get back there. I'm gonna try one more thing.
Okay.
Driving me crazy.
All right. Go right ahead. Go right ahead, and I'll get this started right back up.
Okay.
And you did see the comment from Vintage, right? Go to settings and enable echo cancellation. That might be helpful. And with that, I'll go ahead and get this started back.
Okay, do you want to try this first exercise for me?
I will do anything for you, Daddy. God damn.
All right.
You in that suit? I will do anything for you. Sorry.
That's all right.
Knee-jerk reaction.
All right. So this first exercise.
In this suit, brother. Sorry.
Okay. This first exercise is going to test your eyes. Okay? But before...
Dude, why are you drunk texting me? You know I'm drunk.
I'll be happy.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because I want to give you
You know I'm drunk. Why are you doing this to me?
Because we
Why?
have to.
Why are you doing this to me? So you're gonna drunk and then yeah, right?
No. Here, you say it right there.
Oh.
Give me 2 seconds. Here, wait, you say it right there.
Are you gonna tase me?
Oh, you just hold on.
You're gonna tase me? You're gonna tase me?
Right there, Sophia.
You're gonna tase me?
I'm not gonna tase you, no.
Getting out of him.
1930.
Can't keep my hands off him. Sorry.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to.
I can't, bro. I can't.
Here, I'll give you this to hold on in the meantime.
Give me a citation?
No.
Bro?
That's not a citation. It's something that
God
you can
damn,
hold
bro.
on to, so you don't have to touch
Is this your phone number? Is this your phone number?
Nope, it's blank.
Hey, put his phone number on this. Please.
Oh
Please put your phone number on this.
Oh my God. Oh goodness me. That I just have to laugh at that. That's so humorous. Put your phone number on here. Put your phone number on here. Oh.
I know that you're drunk. You know that you're drunk.
I am drunk.
If you are willing to participate
Bro.
in a few exercises, I would like to do those.
You don't have to do this.
If you don't want to, I can't make you.
You don't have to do this.
I have to try to do the exercises with you. But
I am drunk.
I'm only asking your consent to do those.
I am drunk. I will piss on the fucking street, bro.
I would appreciate if you did not do that.
You and me both, bro.
Okay.
You and me, bros.
Okay. Do you want to try this one exercise?
Bro.
Here, wait. Stand right there and let's put your feet down.
Hey.
Hold on. You can talk to the camera if you want, but you got to stay right there.
You talk to the camera. You hold this. Hey, you hold this. I will talk to the camera.
No, hold on.
Look how she's trying to take
I will
control.
talk to the camera.
Not when take control. She has been asking for his phone number. I mean, quite frankly, the answer he should have gave her was 911. But then again, she's so drunk, she probably would be calling 911. Hey, can you send Officer Dave to come to Hooters?
By the way, is this still going?
I'm sorry?
I've still got an echo?
No.
Okay. I thought that would fix it.
And Carmen Sepper, I would agree with you on that. That what most good men are looking for is a woman that would be a partner, not a liability.
Mm-hmm.
This is a liability right now. Not saying that on a normal basis that she's like this, but right now, if this is how I met, let's say I'm her age and I met this person, I'm single, all that kind of stuff, I would not want to be looking at her for a serious relationship. I think a lot of guys would say that.
Yeah, most people.
Yes.
Somebody like that trying to use you. Trying to get away with something. Can you trust for anything?
That's a good point right there, David. And I would also agree that in this type of situation, yes, she's a young 20 to 25-year-old lady. Probably likes to party a little bit too much, and there has been some things she said publicly after the fact. And if we have time, I'll show that 3-minute video. If not, I'll just kind of paraphrase what she has said. So let's keep going.
Hello.
Here, why don't you try putting your feet together for me? Okay. And let's put your hands down your side.
You're the one taking me home, right?
Sure.
You're taking me home.
Mm-hmm.
I want you.
Okay.
I want you.
Okay.
You're taking me home, right?
Yep.
You are taking me home.
Sure.
Hey, you're the one taking me home.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. I got a laugh out of him.
I've been laughing
I got
the whole time.
I got a laugh out of him. Hey, he's taking me home. He's taking me home. He's like, all right.
So let's try it again.
Sorry.
That's
Make
okay.
you laugh. First one laugh folds.
Deal.
First one laugh folds.
Okay. Can you put your feet together?
I'll put my feet together.
And your hands on your side.
Whatever you say, Daddy.
Okay. Now
I'll
before
put my hand on my hip.
No, let's grab my flashlight.
Oh, whatever you want, Daddy.
Okay. Before we start.
Hey, fair shark.
Are you wearing contacts right now?
Are you wearing contacts right now?
No, I'm wearing glasses.
No, I am wearing contacts. Wait, you see this? I am wearing contacts.
Sophia,
Do you see this?
can you put your shirt on?
I am wearing contacts. I am wearing contacts. I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
Hold on, I want you to think for like 2 seconds.
I am wearing contacts.
Sophia.
You might have glasses.
This is one situation where
I swear to
he's
God.
going to wake up tomorrow and go, what?
Yeah, I do believe that, and that Officer Price sitting there. Thank goodness I had my backup there to witness this whole thing,
And his body cam.
and his body cam. This is one of those. Like I said, if he had stepped out a little bit, he could have been in very, very serious trouble.
And even if he did something that wasn't inappropriate, it could have been interpreted that way.
Exactly. I mean, remember what we said at the beginning of this video. Yes, he was flirting just a little bit too, but I don't know if that was flirting or if he was trying to be friendly to her to get her cooperation. I mean, she is.
Well, actually, that's a good explanation.
Yes. I mean, she is in a lot of ways very cooperative. She's not. She hadn't during this video done anything silly other than being an intoxicated 20-year-old. Well,
I would consider driving drunk.
Yeah, driving drunk. But we're talking about from the time the police started interacting with her to the point that she's arrested and in the back of the car. So, yes. So,
although one other observation would be that if this video got captioned, he might get in trouble for not being mean enough. He needs to pick her in.
I would think. Well, the video, the captain would have already seen it. This was released. I mean, by YouTube channel Law and Crime.
No, I mean, but it's going to be looked at right away. It happens to be looked at by. If there's a problem, it will be looked at by the watching it.
Oh yes. And here's the thing: do we want our officers to be aggressive and when they don't need to be? And I would say no. If this was a totally turnaround situation where she was a mean drunk, then yes, he needs to be mean.
Respond appropriately.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think his responses has been too inappropriate. Yes, he laughed a little bit, but it's kind of hard not to laugh. It's kind of hard not to. You can't fault him for that.
Well, it's kind of like he was laughing like almost like saying you got to be kidding.
Yeah.
She actually thinks this will work.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah.
And he's a young cop, so you know.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a 20-year-old girl.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, he's a young officer. I don't. And she's a young lady. I mean, if they met in any other situation, they probably would have been dating.
Who knows? Yeah.
I mean, they still could be dating. You never know. But we'll go.
That would be interesting to look at.
But you know, if it after the fact, you know, she's like, "Hey, yeah, I messed up, but I'm still interested." And he says, "Okay," you know, or you know, I don't think he would be the one that would make that move because it still would be inappropriate. But if she came up to him and said, "I'm still interested,"
Right.
But yeah, let's see what's going on.
I want contacts.
Like 2 seconds.
Why are you such a nerd, bro?
In all seriousness.
Bro, don't be such a nerd, bro.
In all seriousness, everything that we do
Don't be such a nerd,
is on
bro.
body cam, and that body cam is public record.
Nerd.
It's for anybody.
I am a nerd. I am a nerd. I am a nerd. Show it to the body cam. I am a nerd.
But anything we do is.
I am a nerd, bro.
It's recorded, and anybody can see that. Mom, dad, grandma, family.
You think I give a
And I do want to make a note here. Carmen Stepper, yeah, I do agree with you. Yes, they've been threatening, and she's referring to people on the Discord drama crew getting upset because Carmen Stepper does like to watch GS and Wrangler. Vintage is a bad echo on me. And I'm going to say this.
I'm starting to think this echo thing may be history.
I wanted to. I mean, I'm not 100% convinced Restream is the greatest thing out there, and I may switch up again as I'm.
Although this is the first time I've seen this.
Yeah. But that being said, the way I see it, but with way people view things, it's not my place to tell you cannot watch a certain channel. You watch whatever you want to watch. Have fun. Enjoy life. I hope I can bring a little bit of enjoyment for you. So, that being said, unfortunate, Vintage, there's going to be a little delay. So when you say there, I don't know exactly when you meant, but we'll continue. Dave. Okay, Dave. Okay. There is a lot of background noise in your area. So I don't know.
That's weird because it's perfectly quiet. Where I am.
You got a really, really sensitive mic. Maybe you can adjust the sensitivity to it.
Yeah, okay, hang on. Let me.
Yeah, while you're doing that, we'll keep on playing.
All right, I'm going to get off and try back. I'll try one thing.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know.
You think I give a
Okay.
Hey. Nerd, bro. Nerd.
Can we just try this one exercise?
You want to?
I would like to, yes. Do you want to come back here and stand with your feet together?
No, I don't. I actually want to stand back here with my feet. Actually, my arms around me. Like this.
Okay. Come on.
Well, at least we can say she did not resist. That's one thing we definitely can say. There is no resistance on that. She's almost like, yeah, here. Let's go ahead and put the handcuffs on me.
What, the handcuffs?
Yeah.
I know.
Come on. It's so cold. God, it's so cold. Oh my God, it's so cold. Fuck.
Hold on, stop moving around so much.
It's so cold. Fuck.
Hold on, lean forward.
That's what she said.
All right. Sophia.
Hey, wait, one more pic. One more pic. Wait, no, take one more picture.
I'm taking pictures the whole time.
No, take one more picture.
Come on.
Take one more picture.
All right, here you go.
Take one more pic.
I took it. There you go.
No, you didn't.
I did. The body cam took it. Remember?
I have to pee.
Okay.
I have to pee so bad.
Okay, we're gonna go back to this car. Okay,
Wait.
Sophia.
Hey,
Yes, ma'am.
I have to pee, you guys.
Butt first is easier. Or however you want to. I know this is not good news, Sophia, but you are going to jail tonight for DUI, okay? Is there anybody that can come pick up your car? I'm trying to see if anybody can pick it up. Iris.
You.
I cannot. I don't want your car to get towed. I don't want you to have to pay for that. Is there anybody that can come pick up your car for you?
You.
I cannot. Sophia, it's pointless money that you'll have to spend to get your car out. Can you call somebody that can come pick it up? That won't be extremely far away.
You know what? I should be hanging out with better dudes. I should not be hanging out with assholes.
Phone's Is there somebody in your phone that we can call to come pick up your phone?
Yeah, his name is Connor Giselle.
Is that one of the bad guys that you're
Yeah.
hanging out with?
All right, listen. Don't be.
I'm saying, do you trust this person with your car is what I'm trying to get at.
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, he's gonna grab your phone and we're gonna see if we can call him. Is he sober?
Yes. Will you just
Hold on, stay right there.
cut me off for a second?
In vintage video, very true. Although she was very intoxicated, we can say at least she was very, very cooperative. And at this point, I don't think basically the rest of the video was her and back of the car, and David's back. She's back in the police car. They're getting set up. Officers really did a lot to assist her to make sure her car would not get towed. A lot of that was because her behavior, although a little flirty, she was not aggressive to them. And at the end of the day, they did assist. She did not have to worry about paying for her car if it got towed.
No, she had to know she was going to jail.
She knew from the get-go.
Hey, that's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was not bad to them. She did not argue with them. She did not say anything nasty. She was a little flirty. But she's short too. You look at how much leg space she has in the back of that patrol car. And one time I'm watching this video, I noticed that she almost had to jump up to get into the vehicle. So she is a very short young lady. Makes me go wonder how she gets into her Jeep, because that's not a small little vehicle neither. So let me stop sharing the screen, because I don't think, unless you really think I should, do we need to continue to finish this last 10 minutes off?
No, let's do it what you want.
Yeah. I think
I do want to ask in the chat. Does it feel better now?
Vintage, how does it sound to you, bud?
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I think somehow my computer was double buffering the signal.
Yeah. It does sound better. I just know that we were picking up a lot of background noise, and I've noticed, at least with Restream, you can move around a little bit and it'll pick up some stuff. So, yeah, it is interesting. We have to be quiet and mute ourselves when we need to. So, do we want to see her reaction? She got that internet fame.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see what at least a little.
Yeah.
I've gotten so many comments
saying,
2025 Hawk Tua girl and Hawk Tua walk.
Now I'm going to start with this. She starts with talking about Hawk Tua. Now, Hawk Tua got the internet fame for not necessarily the greatest reasons. But I would still say that it was kind of comical what she said, what she
What the
did.
heck is she doing on TMZ anyway?
Well, this was not TMC. She wasn't on TMC. I think this was a TikTok video. I was trying to find the original clip. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it. I wanted the original clip, but I don't do anything with TikTok. So I just kind of ran with TMC. So I'm just going to try and make sure I interrupt this enough to make sure it stays fair use.
By the way, you know what TMZ stands for, don't you?
No.
The 30-mile zone around Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
That's where that originally came from.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Considering they're mostly entertainment.
Right, that's all entertainment television.
So she could run, and honestly, she's a legend. I 100% look up to her, and it's because you can see that authenticity in a person. And the people that are real can see through the shallow people and see through the people that are just putting on a face, putting on a front, putting on an act. And instead of letting their raw, real personality shine through and just, like be themselves.
And I'm going to say this young lady does not have a lot of life experience, unfortunately. I mean, she is very young. I think most of us would probably agree with that. I don't think Hot to a Girl is the person that you want to say. I don't want to say you don't necessarily have to say you disrespect, but at the same time, maybe not the person you might want to say I respect for this and this and this.
Right. You want to, she's kind of too, she's young.
And that's what I admire about her. We both got caught on camera on a night out and it took off. And my friends will tell you, that's me when I'm sober. That's just my personality. I can't take anything seriously. Some may view that as a fault, but I think that life's too short to take anything too seriously. Obviously, this.
And I will admit this. At that age, I think you have that luxury where you can't take things too seriously. I don't know if you feel the same way, David, or not.
Well, you got to learn to differentiate between what you need to take seriously and what you don't need to take seriously. A cop pulls you over for DWI, you take that seriously.
Yes, you take that seriously. But life in general, and what I'm hearing from her is she wants to enjoy life.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, my grandmother, one thing my grandmother taught me was you need to learn when to relax and not get all worked up because there's a lot of things you can't do anything about. There's a lot of things you can't change. And, and worry about the things you can do something about and can change.
Right. Yes, definitely. So let's keep
a serious situation. And it's, it's drinking and driving is not okay. But I survived. And I want to be able to tell people, give a testimony of don't be me. All I can really say is that I really want people to learn from my mistake. I do have a lot of people, reiterating the fact that it was a stupid decision. It was a poor choice. But I think it's really important to, I've been trying to stay positive. I think it's important to stay positive about the entire thing. And, I do have a really good support system, friends and family.
And
what was the final outcome of this case? Do you know?
Well, she was found guilty more likely. I don't know the actual final outcome, but she didn't argue the case. I mean, it was blatantly clear. More likely, she got a slap on the wrist if it was her first time.
That's what I was wondering if it was her first offense or not.
Yeah, if she's a habitual offender, that might be a different story. But if it was
she's 20 and this is her fourth DUI, then we got a problem.
Right, and I think her actual age is 22.
Okay, well, whatever.
But yes, you're absolutely right. If she was at this young age, if this is like her fourth or fifth DUI, there's a problem in there, and she needs to spend a little time in jail and hopefully getting some AA treatments.
Or maybe get
That's
into some sort of rehab and get it taken care of. Because
Yes,
it's not the way
but
you go through life.
but she's getting ready to say something that I found very interesting, probably the most interesting bit to this whole thing, and I'm going to keep this going, and we'll talk about that just a little bit. Oh, by the way, Dave is coming through great now.
Everybody
Thank you.
just
Okay,
kind of
thanks.
telling
Good.
me
The buffer, it
to
was
use
just
this
something with the buffering.
opportunity to send a positive message out there. Like, I was dealing with a lot of mental health issues, which led me to spiral, and spiraling doesn't always look like, hiding out in your room and being depressed. And, sometimes it looks like being a party girl and having the time of your life. And, then
So that was the part that I really want to kind of address a little bit.
Interesting.
Depression is a horrible, ugly monster.
Yes,
it really is. Yes, it is. And a lot of times you can't tell if that person is depressed. She basically, what she was saying right here is, I'm doing all this, but deep down, I was upset. Something has been upsetting me.
Well, and that's why it's important. Like if they do send, if the court says that one of the things you have to do is go to rehab or get help or do something, they need to do it with somebody who's trained, because a trained person would snap onto that sort of thing. Like if you're partying a lot, you're drinking alone, you're getting high just to get high and escape. That's a big sign of either bipolar disorder or depression, or there's a whole list of things that could be a list of a red flag for.
Right.
But she's saying, well, I just was out, just being a party girl. That's my personality anyway. No, it's not. You act. I mean, most people, not everybody, but most people, when they get drunk, act like they would act sober, only a lot worse. If you think about it, it makes sense. If you see a happy drunk, that person's probably happy in their sober life. You see a mad drunk, that's probably somebody that's usually angry in their sober life. And it's the same kind of thing here. I mean, you kind of wonder what's going on with her.
Yeah. Yes. So hopefully this has woke her up a little bit. Hopefully she's seeking the help that she needs. And if not, there's not much we can do for her. But hopefully this is going to lead down to something better for her.
Let's hope. And it'd be interesting to look up and see how this did turn out. But
yeah, and yes, and it will be interesting to see how it did turn out, and maybe in a couple. We'll look her up maybe in a month or so and just see how she's doing. Let's put that on a date. 4 weeks from today, we'll take a look. Hey, CyberX, how's it going?
Hey, CyberX, how you doing, man?
And just kind of see if everything's going on all right with her. Maybe by that point, try to reach out to her and see if she wants to come on.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah. Hopefully by the end, the internet fame has faded down enough where she'll actually respond. So
you end up going too
let's
fast,
keep this going.
and you just lose control. So, but I'm doing pretty good in regards to all of that. Like I said, I just really want people to know that what I did is not okay, and that there needs to be a lot more awareness, and there needs to be a reality check for a lot of people. I want to use my platforms to basically just create awareness around the situation. I think mental health.
Okay, that's a joke.
Yeah,
she wants
to read the script at that point.
Yeah,
she knows that's what people want to hear.
Yeah. She wants to use her platforms. Come on, she's a short little girl. Yeah, she probably wants to use her platforms to be okay. Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind. Yeah, but some what she says, I mean, it's worthwhile to kind of examine a little bit, address a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off, and then we'll get ready for the next video.
Mental health has a huge deal to do with this. I've been dealing with mental health issues since I was 12 years old, and like I said before, it doesn't always look like a sad person wearing all black. Yeah, just basically create more awareness around all those things. I feel like if I don't use it for good, it'll feel like a waste. It'll feel like a wasted opportunity. You know, like there's always gonna be those people that are like, oh, weren't you the girl that tried to make out with a cop? I'm like, yeah. And I learned a lot from it. It impacted me on a huge scale, and it changed my life.
So hopefully she what she says is sincere, and it hopefully has changed her life. What do you think, David?
Oh, sorry, I pushed the button. You always hear that, and then you
Yeah.
always, because that's with social media and everything, our society's gotten where we're kind of programmed on what to say when we get caught doing stuff like that. And
Yeah.
so, and that sounded pretty pre-programmed to me. But I mean, maybe she will. Who knows? But she's
Yeah,
saying what she thinks people want to hear.
but like I said, it's when it's in my opinion, is if she's sincere, then hopefully things will get right for her. This is not. I don't think she's a bad girl per
No,
se.
she's not. She just
No.
looks like a kid who was acting like a kid.
Yes, and it comes to, but that we asked that question earlier about if there was not camera involved, would the police been a little bit more lenient than what they were? I think they were very lenient with her, but she was also very.
Oh, I think they would have been a lot stricter with her. I mean, I think if there was no camera involved, they probably would have said, "Look, we're not putting up with this. Come on." Or something inappropriate might have happened. And that's
Right.
what. And most police officers, if you ask them, are usually very supportive of body cams. If they're not, I mean, as long as they're not doing something they're not supposed to, because that way they have evidence that they're not doing anything they're not supposed to be doing.
But I do believe because of body cams, it has taken away a lot of police officers' discretion too, where they might be able to.
Yeah, you're right. It has to a point. I mean, not well. There's still some. They still have a fair amount of discretion, but they have more supervision now about how they use that discretion, and that takes away some of their discretion. You're right.
Right, and that's kind of if a kid's out doing something silly, and when I say kid, we're talking about teenagers, not necessarily 20-year-old college students doing something silly. I don't want them to jam up a kid doing something silly or stupid.
Most law enforcement supervisors, across the board, I think, will not jump on a young cop for showing discretion. I mean, for using their common sense. That's basically what they're going to tell every watch. Use your common sense. Use your discretion wisely, and don't. You're not in it to they're not in it to get a benefit from it. They don't need to be doing something that's going to benefit them later. They need to just do their job, do it well, and do it wisely and compassionately with common sense, and they're going to be fine.
Yes, that's true. Very true. That being said, are we ready for the surprise video?
I'm dying to find out what this is.
Yes, this is the video. I promise people will not forget. So let's get this one ready.
Chris Ryder.
Well, it's not Chris Ryder. I promise you, it's not Chris Ryder.
Okay. Thanks.
On July 1st, 2024, a Ledyard police officer on patrol noticed a vehicle parked after hours at Erickson Park in Gales Ferry, Connecticut. Inside, a man was seen in an unusual state, nearly naked, wearing cuffs on his wrists and ankles, black stockings, and women's underwear and a bra.
Oh my goodness.
You got a license on you?
Yeah.
I am dying to hear this explanation.
You think you what?
I think I didn't grab it. My wallet.
You didn't grab your wallet?
Right.
Okay. How much you had to drink tonight?
Dude, you're in a public park.
Not sure.
Not sure how much you had to drink tonight?
Robert Stable out of Route 12 Gales Ferry.
Okay. All right. You had drinks earlier at home?
Right.
Okay.
This one is already the epitome of stupid.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this one is also,
whatever he wants to do in the privacy of his own bedroom is his business.
Yeah.
Strange though it may be. But
yes,
in the middle of a public park, I don't care what time it is. That's bizarre.
We'll keep going. We'll keep going.
This gets weirder.
And where'd you go after that?
Yes, it will.
Just right here?
And then they just decided to come here and sit.
Okay. You were home, you came here and sat. That's it? That's all we did?
Right.
Who else is at home with you?
Just me.
Just you? Okay. Were you going to meet up with somebody, or you just come here to sit?
No, just me and sit and... No.
Okay.
Oh, so we got Mr. Thomas playing Tro again.
Is Mr. Thomas with us? Okay.
Yeah, he's with us. Have you tried the link, or do I need to try to send you the link again? I'll keep that going because I definitely want him up here. This is a video I definitely wanted him to be part of on.
But you gotta wonder, what the heck is this guy thinking? If anything.
No, that's a good question. That is a very good question. Obviously not too well because, well, I mean, but you get. I have more questions about this video than we'll probably ever really want to know the answers to. Just to be honest with you on this.
This one is out there. I don't think I've ever seen one like this.
Yeah, this, like I said, this is the one you will not forget. Yeah. All right, let's keep this going. And Mr. Thomas, check your email. I sent you the link.
So you were passed out when I got here. Were you sleeping when I got here?
No, I was sitting awake.
Sitting awake?
I wasn't awake. I mean, I wasn't asleep.
Okay.
Not sure I want to know.
So you don't live with anybody?
Right.
Okay. So you don't have your license on you? You don't have your wallet?
I think I... Oh, shit.
He doesn't have his pants on him.
Oh, what's that?
He doesn't have his pants on him. How can he have his wallet?
That was the very first question. He's like, yeah. I don't know if he actually pulled that thing out, his wallet out, if I would wanted to take it from him.
I thought I forgot it. I thought I didn't grab it.
Thank you. Give me a couple minutes, right, Robert?
Okay.
Roger.
Does this turn out to be a frauder that we've all known about?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Does this turn out to be some frauder we all know about?
No, this is a true body cam footage of not a fraud or a SARF.
Just checking. I figured at the end of this, Chili DeCastro was going to jump out of the trunk or something.
I'm just going to laugh at that. That's just funny.
Well, if he's getting arrested, he did the work for us.
Who's getting arrested?
So
to be fair, just so I don't get sued, it's not Chili DeCastro jumping out of the trunk.
Okay. But did you hear what the original officer said?
Which part?
Just now to the other officer.
No, I didn't. I missed that. Sorry. What did he say?
He said he's getting arrested. He did have to work for us.
What? He
did have to work for us. Remember, he was
already
handcuffed.
No, I thought you meant he was working for the police department. Never mind. Okay, good.
He did have to work for us. And hey, Mr. Thomas, good to have you. So that link worked for you, right?
Hey, Mr. Thomas, how are you, sir?
if he got arrested, he did the work for us.
So let's keep this going.
If he'd, you're not getting what I'm saying because you haven't seen him yet. He's hammered. He's cuffed.
He's hammered.
Robert, get there. Step out of the video.
Yeah, there we go. Let me see if I can give you a little more.
Yep.
Oh, please show the cops' reaction to this.
Okay.
I just have to.
Okay.
Okay. So, how much you had to drink tonight?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure, but a lot, right?
Probably.
Apparently quite a bit.
Okay. Do you have any friends in the area that can come pick you up, get you out of here?
I don't think so.
You have nobody can come pick you up.
Will admit to knowing you.
Do you have any friends that can come pick you up? And his response is, "No, I don't think so." I think, yeah, I don't want to go to jail, but I'd rather go to jail.
Did we lose Mr. Thomas?
No, wait. Looks like he came back in. He dropped out. Let's see. Hey,
There
Derek,
he is.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. You were a little low earlier, so I did pop your volume just a hair. But I just want to start hearing your takes on this.
Why we got Will on national TV?
Oh, come on, leave Will alone. Come on.
It's not fun without Will here. Will has to be here before we. I want him.
Besides that, Will has better taste than that.
Yeah, Will's
Yeah,
on
he would wear red. Okay, that's true. Okay.
No, Will's on would have been pink.
I didn't say that, Will. He did. I didn't say that.
I sure did. I said it. I sure did. I said it.
Okay.
You would have.
I gotta keep this one going because I'm starting to get.
You can't drive. You're no escaping driver at this point.
So
yeah.
All right. So, I'm trying to give you a break tonight. All right, because your vehicle is here, parked, and everything like that. But I need you to get it right out of here, though. That's gonna be the issue. Okay. I can't let you walk.
I agree.
Okay. You have no friends, no family, no nothing. Do you have an Uber app or anything like that?
Have anybody that would be available?
Okay.
Anybody.
You want to make an attempt to make a phone call? Do you have an Uber? Do you have a taxi number? Do you have money on you?
I'm not signed up on Uber.
All right. Do you have money? Do you have a card on you? Credit card on you?
I do have that.
All right, Robert. Make an attempt to get out of here. All right. Yes. I'll give you a few minutes. Okay. All right. You get your phone on you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. All right, Robert.
I will not drive.
No, make some phone calls though. Right. I'm gonna hang out.
Yeah, Vintage, you're absolutely right. That video would be shown at the station for a laugh, big time. And hey, this guy's got a poker face. His expression has not changed.
Yeah, you can tell the experienced officers in the room.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know who's unzipping it, guys. It's not an unzipping thing.
Oh, come on! Not enough with the sound effects.
Hang out. Give you some time to make some phone calls. Maybe contact a taxi, some shit like that.
Can you guys still hear me?
What's that, Rob?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, but the screen is black though.
Yeah, your screen is black.
No. You took the video. You took the video down.
No, it's right there.
Yeah, it's right here. Now you're on the phone, so that makes a lot of difference there.
Especially with Restream, apparently.
David, read this. David, read it out loud. Come on.
The team. Well, I don't know if it's a Temu version, but it's certainly a version. This is like the nerd Olympics version.
Get yourself out of here, okay?
Oh my god.
Get yourself brought home, okay? Because you can't sit here and you can't drive, okay?
How long do I?
I'll give you some time. I'll give you a little bit, all right? So go ahead and get your phone, make some phone calls, okay?
All right.
Yep.
After some time, the driver claimed he was arranging an Uber and showed the officers that it was just 4.
Is it me? I can't see the video.
You still can't see the video?
Can everybody else see the video? Maybe we got a problem here.
I mean, I can see it on my YouTube page. I am watching it. I can see that.
I can see it too.
Yes. Again, that's me watching on the phone. I mean, watching on the computer and not on the phone. Yeah, I do think there is a difference with Restream as far as that's concerned. That's
It
one of the
does have
reasons
a problem with phones. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will admit I may have to go back to something else. But I'm still looking around. That being said, so this is a good point to break because they're allowing this guy to get an Uber and go home. Whereas the previous video, pretty much similar situation, but she was on the street, not driving, but passed out in the driver's seat vehicle. She went to jail.
Okay, now I can see the screen now.
Okay, great.
All right.
So what's the difference? Me personally, I think the difference is, and thanks, Vintage, that he's at a park. He could argue that he was he had drank there.
Yeah, this guy is also clearly mentally not completely with us.
Yeah, and that was very true with her. But that being said, they were giving him a fair shake at going home. Now, David, if you were an Uber driver and you drove up and you saw this, would you let him in your car?
I'm not sure. Probably not. I'd have a talk with the cops first, anyway.
Yeah, if the cops were still there when you got there, but
well, the cops the cops will be there. They would be negligent in their duty if they just left that guy sitting there. That's not going to happen.
Minutes away.
Yeah, let's continue the video.
Rob, how you making out?
I'm trying to.
Phrasing. How you making out? Come on, guys. Let's not say words like that.
I think I got it.
All right, you doing Uber?
Yes.
See, that's the mistake. He should not have used Uber. He should have used Lyft. Lyft would pick him up.
Oh.
Okay, that was bad.
Yeah, driver details in a couple of minutes, 4 minutes. All right. So you have one comment, looks like?
I think so. I'm not sure. I've never used it before.
Okay. All right, Robert, make sure you leave the car here. Take your keys.
Yeah, he was probably just doing the time warp again. I think you're right, Vintage.
I'm sorry, what's that, David?
I was just replying to Vintage. Vintage was saying that he was just doing a tryout for the local Rocky Horror Picture Show or doing the time warp. I think he's doing the time warp personally, but let's do the time warp again. Blah, 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 blah.
You okay? Make sure you turn your lights off. I think you did it already.
The officers then departed. However, shortly after leaving, they spotted the man driving.
Wow, they did leave him there, man. They're going to hear about that from their captain.
Yeah.
You never leave an inebriated person uncontrolled like that.
One 3 issue. I'm gonna have that vehicle stopped again. This time it's gonna be in his driveway. 1546 from 12. Robert, I gave you the benefit of the doubt, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Stay right there.
Okay.
Roger.
I gave you the benefit of the doubt, man.
Are you good?
I thought I would.
No, you thought you could make it, right?
Be done.
All right, take your handcuffs off. Take your cuffs off your feet.
I don't have the.
Okay, well, I have keys. Are they the same keys?
Take your handcuffs off when you put your handcuffs on.
Take these keys from here and undo them. If it's the same type. It's got it, should be.
Yeah, searching for handcuff keys, that's for sure.
Well, as a rule, most handcuffs use the same type of key.
Yeah, I've got one on my keychain that was a present when I quit being a hospital, quit being a police chaplain.
So,
I hate to be the police officer that has to search him.
I hate to be the police officer that had to write the report.
well, we know who that will be, right? In this case. And my question is,
who's the junior rookie?
Yeah, he's already handcuffed. Why are you making him change out handcuffs?
He's already handcuffed. That's a good point.
Yeah. Come on.
Maybe those handcuffs are not quite as sturdy as the ones they want to use.
Maybe. But they use the same key, so.
Take them off your feet too.
What's that?
Take them off your ankles also.
Yes. Can you shine the light?
This guy could turn out to be BTK or something too, so they need to be a little careful.
Well, here's the thing with this whole situation. I have a lot of questions. First question: who handcuffed him?
I wondered about that. I mean, he may have done that. That's kind of a kink where you do it to yourself. Apparently, Dennis. You know who Dennis Rader was? The BTK strangler. He was. Yeah, they found a bunch of pictures of him that he took of himself, where he did self bondage basically.
Okay.
And apparently that's a thing. I don't know. I don't know about it, but apparently it's a thing.
And second, where's his key for his handcuffs?
That's an interesting question.
So,
one wonders.
Yeah.
Heading that way.
Also, I wonder if he had his handcuffs double locked.
I doubt it.
Yeah,
sir.
I doubt it too.
All right, Robert, you do a few tests for me? Standardized field sobriety tests? Come back here, okay? Why don't you come sit over here, okay? It's just a little flat over here, okay?
Yeah.
You okay with doing some tests for me?
I think I have to, right?
You don't have to. You can decline if you want to. I just want to make sure you were good to drive, that's all. All right? Stand right here and face this way so my light's not in your eyes, okay? Okay. Anything wrong with your legs, knees, back? Anything that prevents you from walking or standing on one leg?
I do have back pain.
You have back pain? Okay. How about eyes? You wear contacts, glasses?
I just recently got glasses.
Recently got glasses? Okay. Are you diabetic?
Yes.
You are diabetic, okay. When was the last time you slept?
This morning.
This morning? Okay, so normal sleeping schedule?
I think so.
Okay. All right. And how much did you drink tonight? I know you said a lot.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
I definitely drank.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm going to check your eyes, okay?
Yes, sir.
Here's what I want you to do. Put your hands down by your side.
If this ever gets to trial, which I doubt seriously.
What's that?
The cops just screwed up. If this ever gets to trial, which I doubt seriously, but if it were to, they have to read him his rights before they do that. If he admits to drinking without being read his rights, it's inadmissible.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I mean, because the thing is, they'll say, well, I have to read your rights until we question you. Well, he's questioning them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you already stated earlier, too, that you believe that police messed up because they did not hang out at the
They didn't leave him at the scene. Yeah. They left him at the scene unattended after determining he was an inebriated person who could not be responsible for himself. So they're going to hear about that one from their captain for sure.
Yeah. But here we go ahead and let's fast forward to Uber was 4 minutes out. And remember how we said, if you were the Uber driver, would you pick him up? And the answer was from you, no. And I would probably sit here to say the same thing. That would be my answer.
I said I would talk to the cops first.
If the cops were there. The cops weren't
there. I would not pick that guy up in a million years because I'm not sure what, would anybody in their right mind pick up somebody looking like that?
No, I would not. So I'm willing to bet if details were to come out, Uber got there, saw the situation, and said, "Nope, I'm going."
That which could be. In that case, Robert was kind of in a pickle.
Yeah, he was in a pickle, but he put himself in that pickle.
He got himself in that pickle long before that happened.
Yes, and that's I would not fault the Uber driver at all.
Me either.
But yes, but the police might have been the ones that could have probably persuaded. Not persuaded.
Yeah, let me tell you a real quick story. When I was living in Virginia, one summer I wasn't teaching classes for the whole summer, which was unusual. And I decided I kind of had in the back of my mind maybe writing a book, but I drove a cab for a summer. Man, people will tell their cab driver things that they would not tell their priest. I was just absolutely flabbergasted at what people would say. I mean, it's like you're not, it's not like you're not a person. You're part of the car or something. And it was just really revealing that's a discussion for another time, but I just thought it was really interesting.
Well, yes, and I can see where we can go with that. And real quick, if you want to take a screenshot, this is where I want to pause the video. Use your snippet tool, get a screenshot of this.
Why?
Just in case you have some mad editing skills, where you like to superimpose someone's face on the picture.
Oh, you mean like somebody with a beard who just lost a channel, maybe?
I'm not saying that might be your purpose.
No, I would never do something like that.
I know. I'm not telling you to go do that, anything. But if you're into editing or into this for a reason, I'll give you a moment to.
That's like Mark Manchon. Do not edit this picture. Do not ever edit this picture. We don't want you to edit this picture.
Dude, well, I didn't say do not. I just say if you are into it, you can.
Actually, he looks more like Josh Abrams.
You mean Spanky?
Yeah, do you think that looks like Josh Abrams a little bit?
Yeah. You can put Spanky's head on top of that, and that will work. And that's why I like to call Josh Abrams, because he reminds me of Spanky.
It's not him. Clearly, it's not him, but kind of a little bit of a resemblance there in the face and the body and the clothing and the attitude and the voice and the car and the picture and everything around him.
So let's not say it's Spanky or without saying Spanky, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, don't do anything. Don't do anything until I tell you to. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna follow. You see the top of my finger?
Yes.
Okay, with your eyes only follow the top of my finger. Okay. Nope. Keep that straight. Using your eyes and your eyes only, follow the top of my finger. Okay. You can see it, right?
I think so.
Okay. Keep that straight. Over here, keep going. There you go.
Look at the gift these people.
Come all the way over. Keep going. There you go.
By the way, David. So this occurred on July 1st, 2024, about 1 a.m.
Okay.
That was Monday. That was a Monday. Someone's going to have some interesting stories in a few hours at work.
You think?
Just a little bit.
All right, Robert, same question again, okay?
The cops are going to have interesting stories in about 30 minutes.
I'm sorry?
The cops are going to have some interesting stories as soon as they get back to the station in about 30 minutes.
Thanks for your back pain. Anything wrong with your legs, knees, or back? Anything to prevent you from walking a straight line?
I don't think so.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do, Robert, okay? Do me a favor. Put your right foot in front of your left foot, just like this for me. All right? Don't do anything until I tell you to, okay? Stay in that position for me, okay? Right foot in front of your left foot, just like this. Okay? All right. When I tell you to, you're going to take 9 steps forward in a heel-toe fashion, okay? You're going to count out loud each step, okay? So look just like this. 1, 2, 3. Once you hit 9, okay, you're going to take a series of small steps just like this, okay? So you're facing the rear of your vehicle. You'll again take 9 steps in a heel-to-toe fashion, okay? Just like this. 1, 2, 3. You can look down at your feet, okay? And you'll count out loud each step, okay?
Okay.
You understand the test? Begin whenever you're ready.
9.
1, 3 issue, I'm testing.
1, 2,
Roger, what testing?
4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So, definitely.
I think it's starting to dawn on Robert he's in a bunch of trouble.
Yes, yes, he has realized that. And here's the thing: I wonder if what he's wearing is prohibiting this particular sobriety test.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I just a little bit.
Well, you got a feel for the guy. It wasn't hurting anybody, I guess. It's just weird.
No, but like I said, I mean, he was given big chance to go home. He was.
And blew it.
Yes. Here's a vintage. They probably don't, but this seats are plastic, so you know he's going to be stuck to it when they have to ride.
Very much so. Yeah, I wonder about that, especially if it's hot, like it probably was.
Yep. That being said, though, again, he puts himself in the situation. He had opportunity. He was given an opportunity. I don't know if he just flat out left the scene or he was pretty much told by the Uber driver, no.
It had to have been the Uber driver dumping. I mean, you cannot blame the Uber driver for not picking somebody like that up in that condition at that time and place.
No,
that's common sense.
If the officers had stayed put, they might have been able to persuade the Uber driver to take him.
And if the guy should have at least asked the Uber driver to get somebody else to come get him.
Yeah.
Or that assumes that the Uber driver did not leave screaming with the tires screeching,
Right.
I've seen this movie. No thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I got some.
Okay, Robert. Turn around, face me. Why don't you come down here a little bit? Come down here a little bit, okay? Come down here a little bit. Okay? Stand this way. Just face my camera. Face my camera, my car, okay? Put your feet together. Hands down by your side. Again, don't do anything until I tell you to, okay, Robert? Again, no injuries, correct? No leg injuries, just a little bit of back pain package, okay? When I tell you to, you lift one leg approximately 6 inches from the ground. You're going to point your toe parallel. You're going to look down top of your toe. You're going to count out 1001, 1002, 1003. Can you do me a favor? Can you cut my lights off?
Sure.
All right, Robert, test will look like this, okay, Robert? 1001, 1002, 1003. If you put your foot down, let's say you put it down at the count of 5, okay? Just pick up and restart at 5. You understand the test?
I think so.
Begin whenever you're ready, Robert.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hands down by your side. There you go.
5, I think.
That's it.
Hey,
5.
Dave, I
Good.
see 'em.
You're good. 5, you're good.
And then the other.
Just keep going. Just restart at 5, okay? Same thing. Pick your foot back up. Point your toe parallel. Look down at your toe, and you're gonna count out loud.
All right.
That's cold, Pepper.
Yeah.
Robert.
Is this the other officer or is this a bystander?
I'm not sure who that guy is. He looks like a cop, probably. He's probably undercover, somebody backing him up. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't know neither. But clothing might indicate he could be. Yeah.
Of course, you got to know their B channel at this point is going, you guys got to come over and see this. I don't believe it.
Oh, yes. Imagine if you were living there and you saw the lights and you came out and you saw your buddy Robert. Gosh, where is Mr. Thomas when you need him?
I know. He's having more technical problems, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to help him out. See if we can find him something that would work for him. Because he definitely needs a computer. But
I feel duty bound to say that it's probably not a good idea to be making fun of this guy. He's definitely got some mental problems, and I don't like making fun of people who are mentally not all with us, but it does have a certain element of humor to it.
It does have a certain element, and I think it's more of this is his little kink. But,
well, yeah, I mean that's up to him. That's his business. But I just in a public
definitely not the wisest. Yes, but definitely not the wisest decision to be driving off like that.
And then driving while intoxicated, I don't have much sympathy for at all. But
yes.
Vintage videos, right? Thank God for the pixelation.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yep.
You have to wonder what they're. I'm not even going to say that. I was wondering what they were pixelating, but that's a stupid question.
Well, I mean, if it was a video of a certain former YouTube channel owner, then you probably that would be a fair question.
Have any clothing in your vehicle? Pants, shirt?
Vehicle, no.
Okay, I'm guessing in your house you do though, right?
There, yeah.
All right. Is your house unlocked?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Because at this point in time, you're under arrest for DUI, okay? All right. I gave you that opportunity back there. You chose to drive. Again, okay? So you are under arrest for DUI. However, I would like to have you have pants on or something on so I'm not walking you into my building looking like you're looking like at this point in time.
Appreciate it.
Okay? Can my officer go in your apartment and just grab your pants?
Yeah, go with me or...
I don't want you going. I mean, are there clothing like as soon as he walks in, you can grab a pair of pants and be good? Or are we...
remember.
Okay.
It's probably right there.
Well, we have a Tyvek suit. What we'll do is we'll get back to the PD, get you a Tyvek suit before I walk you into the building. How's that sound? So that way you're not...
For those who don't know, a tie-back suit is like a hospital gown.
Right. Okay. Yep. That would definitely work in this situation, I would think.
Which also is going to label him as the target in the jail for the night.
Oh, yes. He's definitely going to be a target.
Of course, this would sort of label him as a target in the jail anyway. So,
yeah.
Poor guy. I really feel sorry for him. That's just...
Yeah, that is true. He's going to have a horrible night. That's a horrible morning.
And by the way, did you know that watching these kind of videos look at the newspaper headline? There's a new one, but this is what happens when you watch these kind of videos with frauditors in it.
Okay, let me take the overlay off for a moment. Frauditors' brains all spontaneously explode. They all had a thought at the same time. Department of Health and Human Services investigates what could have been. Here's the thing: could they have a thought at the same time? I thought they all shared one brain cell.
That's why there was a spontaneous explosion. It was so unusual. All their brains kind of got together and couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I just thought they'd shared one brain cell.
But they may have been watching this video.
You're not just standing like this for 4 hours, okay? Robert, do you hear this? Turn around. You're under arrest, okay?
He was arrested for DUI and taken to jail for booking.
2 sets because you are a big guy.
He probably enjoyed the cuff.
Is that too tight?
It seems okay.
Seems okay? All right. Try not to go on your...
It's
pretty,
big wrist.
Yeah.
Me too, man. Me too.
I'm sorry?
No, I was telling Vintage, me too.
Yeah. Should have grabbed that one. I just noticed my car door is...
We'll shut it for you. We're going to grab your wallet and your keys are in there, right?
Yeah. It might be on top of the car.
Okay, we'll grab them. All right, we're good. Hopefully we just don't. Robert, come this way. You go to the rear of this vehicle, okay?
Can you imagine explaining this to the judge?
Well, it's probably, like you said, I think he would probably just go ahead and give on this one and move on.
Yeah.
And truthfully,
his lawyer's going to probably move to have it sealed. I sure would.
Yeah, the only thing you have to hope is that the neighbors weren't looking on the and go, "Oh gosh, you see that nutcase Robert?
Who is that? That looks like Robert's ugly sister. Wait a minute, what is going on here?"
No, that's not Robert's ugly sister. That's Robert. But yeah,
I hope Robert gets some help.
I would say at least bare minimum learn from this. If this is how you want to do things at your home,
do it.
I'm not going to be. I don't care. If you want to have a drink or 12 while you're at home, I don't care. You're not going to hurt me getting intoxicated and stay at home until you sober up.
If you want to dress like that, whatever you want to do it at home. That's why we have homes. Well, it's not actually why we do it, but you get the idea.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, hopefully he'll learn from this, and we'll move on. Let's finish this one off real quick and see what the narration say if there's anything about him.
I would like to hear that. Yeah.
All right, Robin, watch your head. Let me get a light for you. Hold on. Just watch your head, okay?
And unfortunately, that's it. That's end of the video. So yeah, he was charged for DUI. We know that for sure. We don't know if he's habitual or not.
You know, my gut, just from my own experience, my gut tells me this may have been thrown out. I mean, sometimes prosecutors see cases like this and just look at it and say, too strange for me. And, you know, he didn't really commit, I mean, except for the driving his car, he really didn't commit any serious crime or anything.
Yeah, it's just the danger he did put people in if he had gotten in a wreck, and that is the reason why even after you pull into your home and they suspect you were drinking and driving, that they're going to prosecute you or they're going to arrest you because they don't want you to repeat that process. Yes, you might have been able to do it today, drive home safely and not get anyone hurt, but tomorrow's is another day.
Yes, it is.
And if you're the type that constantly drinking and driving, sooner or later you're going.
And that's one of the things I didn't think about with this. If he's got we don't know what his record is.
Right.
If he's got 20 of previous occasions of something like this, then that's a different discussion.
Right. Exactly. Yes. But it has to start. It starts somewhere, and the first time has to be logged somewhere. And yes, there should be punishment, but the punishment should not be so obsessed that your life basically stops.
Well, and the punishment should not be for the way he was dressed. That's his business. But the way he was dressed in public, in a park, after hours, drunk, that's the problem.
You're right. And even then, well, and the thing was, the police did give him a fair chance. I think they gave him more than a fair chance. I do agree with you. Maybe they should have stayed put. But they thought that maybe Robert kind of got the understanding when they left. Maybe there was another call that came in that needed their attention.
Oh, I guarantee you the cops heard about leaving him unattended like that, because I doubt they got written up or anything, but I'm sure their captain pulled them aside and said, "What the heck were you two thinking?"
And the one thing I can think of would be a reasonable explanation is if there was another call that was more serious. They felt that they got that problem squared away.
Yeah, but we probably would have. Well, okay, maybe not. I guess not. Maybe we didn't get that on the tape, but
we didn't because it was kind of cut out. They determined that the Uber guy was 4 minutes out, and there might have been something else going on that required their attention. Could have waited 4 minutes? Don't know.
But in a situation like that, unless it's like code 3 shots fired kind of a thing, you wait until you don't take the person's word for it. You wait till the person shows it, like the Uber shows up or the family member shows up or whoever.
Right. Yes.
So then you're right. Maybe they had some big emergency where all units south side, shots fired, such and such. Then they leave.
Yeah, and poor Robert, he probably did wait for Uber. Uber probably did show up. Uber left and refused to take he probably didn't try it again. Uber did not want to take the call. So he said, well, they've been gone for a little bit. Let me just weigh my options and roll the dice. That's a possibility. That is very much a possibility. And yes, if the officers were there, they probably could have persuaded Uber. If that was what we're saying did take place, they could probably persuade Uber to take him home.
And then, there's also, if you really want to get into the legal end of it, the Uber driver, by accepting that, had a legal obligation to, if he wasn't going to take the person, he had a legal obligation to make sure that if the guy wanted to ride, he had to get them something else. Right. He had already contracted to take the guy home by accepting the lift.
Yes. But
I guess there's an argument to be made that he felt he was in danger or something, but that would be an interesting court case.
Yeah, and that's just it. The situation, his attorney and any Uber's attorney would have to show is this is a very odd and strange situation that without any further information, most normal people would probably not take in this case. taking this ride. Okay. Or pick
Take
this
that
ride.
opportunity to go to the park. How's that?
Yeah. So it's one of those things that what would a normal human being do in that type of situation when it came down to picking up somebody? And hey, Father Watch, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how are things down under? Hot, I hear.
The show?
Their temperatures are really hot down there in Australia.
And, they are just south of the equator.
Well, they're having a bit of a heat wave, from what I understand.
Yeah, that's okay. I got 10 inches of snow this past week, so.
So if we all go to Panama or so somewhere, it'll be just about balanced out.
Yeah. But in this situation for Robert, hopefully he will. Hopefully this is a lessons learned type situation, and it won't happen again for him. And hopefully it's not going to be socially awkward for him. Father Watch, you have time to come on? I'll let you come in for a moment.
Oh, that'd be good.
Just let me
know. Oh, yeah, it's
whenever.
Happy Australia Day. Sorry, man. I forgot all about that. Happy Australia Day. Today's Australia Day. Or tomorrow. Or they're already in tomorrow.
Okay. So right now it's Australia Day in Australia.
Right.
And we don't celebrate Australia Day.
No, we celebrate the 4th of July. Same thing.
Yeah. And we celebrate Star Wars Day.
On the 4th, yeah.
Yeah, May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah. Of course, I avoid Mexican restaurants on Cinco de Mayo because everybody in my area loves to go to Mexican restaurants on
Oh, yeah. And that's interesting. Cinco de Mayo is actually a lot more of an American holiday than it is a Mexican holiday. It celebrates the battle of what was the battle's name? I wrote a paper about that. The Crisadero Revolution battle. I can't think of the name of it now. Anyway, but it's more of an American holiday than it is Mexican.
That is very, yeah.
Okay, so what's our next video?
Well, that was it. I was just going to keep us down to 2 hours. Didn't know how long we would spend on our little Hooters girl. But because I mean that whole case is very interesting in itself. Probably entertaining more than interesting.
Oh, okay. It was yesterday. Okay, sorry.
Okay, that sounds okay. Yeah, it's kind of like July 4th for us. We would if it falls on a Sunday, we'd get Monday off.
But the efficacy of of body cams in general, I think a lot of the fraudsters think it helps them because it proves what tyrants the police are. But that's not the case. I mean, most of the time, 95% of the time, police officers are above board, do their duty, and do exactly what they're supposed to do. Okay. And it's just that other 5%, and any profession has bad apples in it. And I think the 95% or 98% or however many cops are good cops who do their jobs and do their duty, love having body cams because it shows them doing their jobs and doing their duty. And the other minuscule percentage that does misbehave and does things wrong, like those idiots in Minneapolis with George Floyd, they get caught and they get sent to prison like they should.
Yes.
I think it's a kind of, body cams in a way are a win-win situation for everybody.
I think it is. I wouldn't say it's a win-win for the fraudsters as a rule.
How about this? It's a win-win for the people who need the win. For honest people who are telling the truth.
Yes, exactly. It does,
and that's really what a lot of this is. Whether it's, and I guess in our context, we're looking at it more from from the frauder, the situation with fraudsters, but sovereign citizens, people who, like that first girl who was trying to put the moves on a cop. Back in the old days, she could have said, "Well, that officer told me I'd get off if I had sex with him."
Right.
If you don't have a body cam, how do you disprove that?
Yeah. Father Watch, check your email.
So it's, I think it's a very good protection for police officers to have body cams. I mean, if I were on the street, I would insist on one. I was a police chaplain, so I was the only time I was on the street is with somebody else in the unit going to a call or something, having to do a notification or whatever. But still, I mean, and I think most honest cops will tell you that.
Oh yeah, they would. They definitely would. It does protect them. It does protect them at the end of the day.
And it also helps with prosecutions, because you've got the video evidence there of right there what everybody did. We've seen that on a lot of those frauder, videos with frauders and whatnot. That you can see exactly who said what, who did what. That one Will had a live yesterday. I caught part of. Is that one where the guy's running around yelling, "Show me your badge and name number"?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it was.
the
good thing about that was that body cam also very clearly showed who was doing what to who when, and who was saying what, and the cops were very much in the clear. They were doing exactly what they were supposed to do. They had a call about live music. They were going over to ask people to turn the live music down, and the other, the people that they went to talk to just went off like a bunch of maniacs. And all of that shows right up on the body. You can't fake the body cam. I mean,
right.
And most of the body cams, I'm not sure about this, but if I understand it right, most of the body cams are live feed now that go back to the station, right?
I don't know.
Or they go back to the unit and like in the car or something. It's a live stream of some sort, so they can't be edited by the cops and turned on and off.
I don't know.
I need to check it out, but I know a lot of them are going to the live stream thing, where they have a live stream, and where it goes to either back to the precinct or back to the somewhere in the department or communication center or something, where they have feeds that just go all the time, and they have to run anytime they have contact with anybody. They've got to make sure their body cam turns on.
So vintage.
That's a good point. I forgot about Long Island audit. Yeah.
So and I would assume that he's talking about that found out his cam footage is being Long Island was edited, and we know what they do. They do edit their footage all the time.
Well, that was the lawsuit. I mean, no, that's why the lawsuit got dismissed. But I think what they're just talking about is Long Island was convicted for trespassing because there was a body cam that showed him pushing the cop and demanding to be let in and acting like a complete jackass. And the police were pretty much, as I recall, were pretty much shown to be acting professionally. I think that one of them kind of lost their cool a little bit with it, but who can blame him?
Right. Yeah. At some point, you cannot expect a police officer not lose their cool if they're being pushed and shoved constantly.
And anyone up there, they all know that Reyes has a record for whatever it is he went to prison for. Was it armed robbery or something like that?
Yeah, something on those lines.
Something pretty serious. And they're not going to play games with it.
Right. And that kind of brings me to another thing. And maybe I'm wrong. Why is it so many of these guys has prison records of some kind?
Well, there sure is a preponderance of frauders that have criminal records.
Yeah.
Frauder watch it there? Is he on?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, how you doing?
Okay. Yeah, just waiting for you to jump in there.
So, let me try it this way. Hi, good day, mate. Happy Australia Day. That's my Australian accent.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's been a while since I've been up here. It's a public holiday for us. I'm not. I think it's Australia wide. We've got some set up. Some states will have public holiday if it happens to fall on a Sunday. Some states will have the Sunday as the public holiday. But over here in Western Australia, we get the following day off. And of course, being a public holiday, I'm at work, so I get decent pay, so better than sitting at home doing nothing.
I'm going to say you get paid double, right?
So I got a quick question for you. Did you see the video that we just showed?
No, I've only literally just logged on.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to send me a link to that video, I'll go and watch it during the day.
Okay, I'll send you the link to it.
But
I don't know if you want to or not. David, do you think he wants to?
you know,
no, but he might find it interesting.
Yeah, you might find it interesting.
I'm not sure anybody wants to watch that, but that's okay.
You
Just show the highlights.
Yeah. I would guarantee you will not forget it.
Oh, that's a safe comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes it sound interesting. So you're how you're talking about cops and
okay.
Well,
with
I'm
their
not
body
from the-
cams and whatnot. Just
I
like
was thinking more along the nauseating, but okay.
Well, the first video we showed was the Hooters girl that got arrested for DUI. I don't know if you're familiar with that one. I'm sure you've probably seen it because it's been making its rounds. But this one, I only seen it at one other location, and I'm like, this is one. Yeah. And yeah. I'll send you the link to it.
It's definitely enlightening.
Cheers. We
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's it's got my interest peaked if it's
intrigued now, huh?
Let's put it this way: you probably would. I would not be surprised if you take a screenshot, snippet of a screenshot, and I'm not saying you would or wouldn't, but superimpose someone's face on it.
You wouldn't. Trust me, you wouldn't.
Hey, just before we go on, vintage radio, gel blasters, BBs, and paintballs. Are they still legal in Queensland? And the reason why I asked Doc is because we've got some police officers over here who are currently under investigation because they shot a person who was brandishing a gel blaster at them. They had a 000 call, which is the equivalent to your 911.
Yeah.
For a guy brandishing a fire. They're classified as a firearm over here. I know they're not firearms per se, like Americans classify them, but here in Western Australia, they're classified as a firearm. They're a prohibited item. Face huge fines. You can actually
Australian
go
law
to
has
jail
got a whole
for
different viewpoint on firearms.
possession of them.
Australian law has got a pretty strict definition of what a firearm is.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just go depending on the situation. I mean, because in the United States, there are toy guns, airsoft guns, paintball guns that kind of look real. And yes, police is going to approach it cautiously, depending on the state laws, because the laws vary from state to state on how, if they would charge someone if they were carrying an airsoft gun, for example.
Mm-hmm. So aren't even BB guns over there regulated to some point?
They're regulated. Illegal.
That's what I thought.
You can't own them. But as I said, this guy, someone rang up, reported this guy for having a firearm. I believe it was a gel blaster. Now, we have some strange rules over here that any toy gun has to have an orange tip on the barrel. But
a lot of places say
you can buy third-party. You can buy third-party accessories where you don't have that orange tip.
Right.
Okay, thanks, Vintage. These police officers, they took cover behind their patrol vehicle, verbal commands, drop the weapon, yada, 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 to drop the weapon, pointed the weapon at police, and one of the comments that was made was, if a police officer can't identify then they shouldn't be carrying a firearm.
A real one.
And I'm
thinking, I'm going to tell you,
a real one. Yeah,
I'm Googling
the cops shouldn't be carrying.
Here's the
Go
thing. I'm going to just say this. I just Googled gel blasters because I wasn't 100% sure what you were talking about. So I Googled it, found images, and some of them do look authentically real. Others not as real, and then some looks real, but they're colored a little differently. Truthfully, I don't. If there was the instructions, drop what's in your hand, and you don't drop it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at that point. Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry. I mean, let's take a look at Daniel Penny's case, where people said, "Well, the man was not armed."
How is the guy supposed to know that?
Exactly. You don't know what's in someone's pocket that's screaming and yelling that he's going to kill everyone on the train. So when you have someone that's carrying something that looks like a firearm, it's hard to tell. Now I have not seen the one that they're talking about in this context. On your case, because there are some these do definitely look like toys, but others do not.
Right.
So, rule of thumb: if you got something in your hand,
And I mean, I haven't
tells you to
seen
drop it, you drop it.
I mean, I haven't.
Yeah. So
they haven't released a photo of what this one looked like.
Right.
But yeah, it's the thing is over here you think that looks like a firearm because of our laws, particularly in Western Australia. We've just had all our firearm laws recently updated and made a lot stricter. You start walking around anywhere with anything that looks like a firearm, you're going to be on the receiving end if you don't follow instructions. And I have to agree. If you don't do what the officer says to do at the time, and you end up on the receiving end of a Glock 22 and you get shot by it, there's only one person to blame. That's you, not the officer.
Exactly.
I mean, South Australia has actually gone one step further. Nerf guns in South Australia, some of them actually have to be registered because they can be converted to fire live ammunition.
Yeah. That's why, I mean, they've had problems.
That's how serious.
The pellet. There's a lot of those 1.5 pellet guns that can be that can basically become a 22 caliber air gun, and that's serious.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. CyberX.
Yeah, CyberX.
Some of these toy guns, even if they are made of plastic, literally right on top of it, you tell from 20, 30 foot away that whether it's fake or whether it's a toy.
And I would go a step further. I do believe that there should be an.
I think manufacturers have a lot to answer for that.
I agree. Yeah, because
I think it should be more than just an
manufacturers develop a whole culture.
Yeah, it's too easy. Yeah, true. I mean, the orange tip's too easy to, either dip it in a bit of black paint to match the color of the barrel or the color of the housing, or get a texture. And if you're 30 foot away from it, you're in low light conditions, the engine's running, you're not going to be paying too much attention to what's at the tip of that barrel. You're going to be paying attention to what's in the hand and what the potential outcome could be if it's not what you think it is.
Well, there was a famous case in New York City where that exactly happened, where a kid had I think it was a water gun in his hand, and the cops didn't know that and didn't know the difference, and he moved it up and pointed at him, and they shot him. And it was because it was dark and they couldn't tell what kind of gun it was or anything, and that was a big mess.
It is.
I think the kid survived, but it was bad.
And it was bad because.
And let me guess, the cops got crucified over it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and because again, there's like, how can you carry a real one if you can't tell if it's fake?
And they have a point to a point. I mean, but if you're there on the street in the middle of the night and someone's lifting up a gun at you, you don't want to have to sit there for 10 minutes and try to figure out if it's a squirt gun or not. Yeah,
Right.
But I mean, they do have a certain amount of responsibility to be safe and be careful. And I guess that's where the duty to retreat a little bit comes in, at least till you find out what's going on. But at the end of the day, if someone pulls what looks like a weapon on you, what are you supposed to do? I mean, there's really you have one option: you protect yourself.
And that's kind of why I believe our Second Amendment here in the United States is very important for us. It's not just to protect us from a tyrannical government, but also protect us when someone wants to do us harm.
Tyrannical idiots with a gun.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Well, this is a cheerful conversation.
Yeah. But that was a good question, though. And the officers be prosecuted in a situation where someone pulls a toy gun that looks real. And my answer is no, because if they have no choice, if they instruct the person drop what's in your hand, they actually believe it's something that can cause them harm. And what would a reasonable person do if someone points something at you that looks like a real firearm?
Right.
You're going to do what it takes to protect yourself. Let's take a look at. I'm trying. Something was coming to my mind.
Again, going back to that second video, that's why those guys walking up to that car like they did was kind of dumb, because how are they supposed to know exactly what that guy's got in there? I mean, he might be dressed however it was he was dressed, but he might also have a weapon, and there's just no way to know without that. They need to clear the car and investigate, and then they can relax a little bit. But it's especially these days with as many people as carrying guns with concealed carry and everything. I mean, cops have got a bad job.
They do have a bad job, and they have to be cautious. You don't want to add just more stress to an officer when they're pulling you over by arguing that you being stopped for the lack of license plates on your vehicle is illegal. That they can't stop you for that.
Yep.
Or they can't run your tag while you're driving down the road. You're in a public fairway. They can run your tag all day long. They want to.
And that always astounds me, because these guys are like, well, there's no expectation of privacy in public as long as it's you. But you run their plates. Oh no, we can't do that. Oh yeah, you can. There's no expectation of privacy in public, jackass. What goes for them goes for you.
I wish they would. I wish an officer would say that to one of these guys. That would be funny as heck.
It goes both ways, and they don't seem to grasp that for some reason.
Well, it's always been in a case of a frauditor. My rights is greater than yours.
Well, I mean, yeah, and it always gets me. Like Anselmo, for instance, is a bad one about this. You took an oath to protect my rights. No, he took an oath to protect everybody's rights, not just yours.
Right.
And there are going to be times where your rights are in conflict with somebody else's, and you're the one up there causing trouble. So who is it they're supposed to listen to?
Right. Well, here's the thing, Anselmo. Yes, he causes the problems. But not too many times. Police officers are not willing to, you know what? Let's just take you to jail.
Well, Anselmo does know how to push people's buttons. I mean, he's really good at pissing people off. And
yeah, yes, that is true.
He's just I don't know. That one, I have not figured Anselmo out at all. That guy has got problems.
Well, he's one of those guys that he's going to be lucky if he gets arrested, because I think he's going to get his butt handed to him.
Yeah, I think if he gets arrested, that will be the most fortuitous thing that can happen. Like that one guy that chased him up in Alaska, that chased him out of the post office and down the street and around the corner. Anselmo's very lucky that guy didn't catch him.
He was very lucky that that UFC fighter did not have her boyfriend with her.
No kidding. Well, she could have kicked his butt.
Yeah, but that UFC fighter's boyfriend is actually an UFC trainer. So she'd be like, "Honey, can you take care of this?" Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. No
I would
problem.
have loved to
Wow.
have seen her. I would have loved to have seen her get stuck into Arselmo over that. That would have been absolutely hilarious to see her just,
And
go
here's the problem with that.
go from 0 to 100 on him, because he would have had no chance.
Right. Well, here's the thing, though. Unfortunately, in her situation, she had a lot to lose and very little to gain. If she laid him out.
True.
And all she did was walk up and slap the guy's hat. It's not like she assaulted him.
You're right.
And it always kills me. Another thing that gets me is these guys seem to think their cameras have rights. Their cameras are not extensions of their bodies. Their cameras are not part of them. Their cameras are a machine. They have no rights. And if somebody walks up and because you are violating their rights with your camera and does something about it, that's not necessarily assault. I mean, it could be, but it's not necessarily. I don't know where that
really the only time you're going to get done for hitting someone's camera in that or phone is if you actually break it. Wasn't there was one where they actually grabbed his phone and sent it deep sixing down the street. I can't think who it was now, and he complained about it, and like they paid for a new phone and that, but that's about the only. If I come up and just swipe your phone away from my direction so that you can't film me, yeah, big deal.
And then you have these
but if I
peculiar
actually
brains
physically
who
break
also
your
say that you
phone
can't
or I
trespass
physically
on
take it,
the thing about you can't trespass my eyes.
Yeah, but your phone's not your
they're
eyes, is
attached
it?
to the rest of you. I don't know. I just, it all kind of goes back to this guy in the park. Well, I have rights to do whatever I want. Why are you hassling me? I mean, I'm not hurting anybody. Yeah, you are. You're violating everybody's safety.
It's
it's just stupid.
Yeah, I'm sure in this particular case, that park had hours, which would be daytime hours. In most cases, that's the way it works around here. You have to be gone by the time the park's closed, dark. And so I'm not sure that's a rule, law or ordinances for that area. And it was midnight, after midnight when the police found him at the park.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, Watch, I did send you the link to that video that we were talking about. So that's in your email. You're probably going to send me some hate grounds afterwards, but I don't care.
Thank you.
I don't care. I'll just laugh.
Yeah, if it's really bad, I'll send you the bill for my psychiatrist.
To quote Bill Murray in Caddyshack, I have to laugh.
But that one kind of, you won't forget it. Definitely won't forget that one.
Yeah, I guarantee you. You may have nightmares about it, but you're not going to forget it.
Yeah.
Well, this was an interesting one.
Okay, this is sounding interesting.
Yeah, Vintage makes a good point. Did you see what he just posted about the Fourth Amendment? They always leave out the reasonable part. It's not unreasonable to check someone's ID. It's not unreasonable to check someone's license plate. It's not unreasonable to get their name and birth date. It's the Fourth Amendment assures us from guarantees that we don't have to put up with unreasonable searches and seizures. The government kicking in your door, stripping your car out and dumping everything on the sidewalk, that kind of thing.
Well, here's one thing that gets me is how many people harp about their First Amendment rights, but they're fussing because an individual is telling them they can't do something at their home or that their business or YouTube is telling them they can't say certain words. And my response is First Amendment in particular, freedom of speech means the government
Yeah,
cannot
not private.
cannot arrest you for you simply saying, like on YouTube, I don't agree with the current political figure's administration. I don't agree with my mayor. I don't agree with my governor. I don't agree with whatever.
Well, and DMA is bad about that. He says, YouTube can't tell me what I can and can't say. Yeah, actually, they can. It's their platform. It's a private platform, and you don't have any rights on there, period. They are allowing you to be on YouTube.
And they can, at any given time, cut you off. I mean, just ask that guy in Lanesville, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
So
that guy.
You mean the guy that started up another channel?
No, well, yeah, but no, he doesn't have to start another channel. He doesn't. He have his channel. I thought that was all a misunderstanding.
Did I hear some facetious comment there?
Okay, Doc, I've got a question for you. I had a question for you on the First Amendment. They say that YouTube what to say. Well, yeah, they can because it's a private company. But what about if a media platform was owned by, I don't know, let's say the President of the United States?
It would depend.
If he turned around to
Does
you
he
and
own
said,
it
you
in
can't
his
say that
official
on this
capacity, or does he
platform.
own it as a private citizen? I mean, they couldn't. I mean, I guess, man, that would be an interesting court case.
I know he started
Truth Social.
He started Truth Social
because he started it.
When he was
Truth Social, owned by Donald Trump.
The question would be, does he have operational control now?
Well, and is it? Well, there'd be a different question than that too. It wouldn't just be operational control. It would be, is it a government platform that performs a government service and has some sort of government responsibilities? Is it owned by the government? The president can own private property just like anybody else, and so it's not. I mean, that I don't think that one's ever really come up, at least as far in terms of censorship goes.
And that's about what I was going to say too, because where did the funding for that platform come from? Did it come from the government funds, from the coffers, or did it come from a private individual? If it came from the private individual, then that private individual has control.
Yeah, Truth Socials, don't they sell stock for Truth Social?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's privately held or publicly held. It's not government held. I know that.
Yeah, it's not government operating. I don't want the government ever own a platform.
But that's one reason a lot of presidents have set up blind trusts when they go into office, so they don't have that conflict.
Mm-hmm.
And Truth Social, I don't think would really that's a private venture. Now, if the president somehow starts using his office to enhance Truth Social, then you might have a case. But I mean, whatever you think of Truth Social, it is a private entity, and I mean, it would not. I mean, you'd have a real problem making that case, I think.
Yes. Now the question would be: there's been accusations that the previous administration did use their leverage on other social media, ones that they don't have control, legal ownership of, but they used their influence to censor. So, is that right?
Well, and then you got this whole thing with the TikTok case, because it's owned by another government in another country. And that got interesting. The Supreme Court, I think, got that one right. That the government does have the authority to ban something owned by another government that's influencing the politics and government of this country.
I do remember when I was working on a military installation as a contractor, that there was a major email that got sent out that said absolutely no TikTok on government-owned devices, and it's highly encouraged, if you do have TikTok on your device, get rid of it.
Right.
So
we had a similar email come out with our military on that.
Mm-hmm. So I just, so you know what, I don't need TikTok.
Yeah, I've never gotten much out of TikTok anyway.
Yeah. So I'll just go even now that I'm no longer associated as a on the base or anything like that. I still choose not to have it.
I've never had a TikTok account. Don't want one. I just was never that impressed with TikTok to begin with.
And yes, a lot of people do say that their algorithms to push things that here that does not push things in China. I don't know, and I just choose that I don't need it, so I'm not going to mess with it.
Yep, I agree.
There's in fact, I mean, social media. So I had a Twitter/X account, but never used it. Why? Because I've just felt like there's such thing as too much information coming at you at one time. I don't need yet another social media.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was. I had a Twitter account for a while. But I just didn't do much for me.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really care. Wasn't that excited about it.
Right. Took me a long time to even use Instagram. I think one reason I'm using Instagram now is because it's tied to
I think
Facebook.
I mainly use contacting with other, but apart from X, Twitter, TikTok, I don't use it for like I use YouTube or Facebook and that. And even Facebook these days, I've sort of peeled away from that a lot as well. So, yeah, I do put stuff up on my Florida to Watch page on Facebook, but it's sort of like not like I used to be on my age on Facebook where I was always making comments or I was always. And once again, I use it more for contacting other creators.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't even consider YouTube as a true social platform like Facebook. I think YouTube's more about creating content and getting your content out. But yes, a lot of people like to use it as also a social platform. I don't think of it that way. It's kind of hence why I kind of have the approach of I don't care what you guys watch on if you choose to hang out with me, great. I'm happy you do so. But I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, you watch so and so's channel." I don't want to see you watch you back over here. No.
No, that gets pretty ridiculous pretty quick too.
Yeah, it does. I think that stinks. That's really not that is not the concept I see things. If I want to outdo another creator, then I have to outdo that creator. I have to outperform them.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, there's some YouTube channels that seem to be all about just making sure you don't go to other YouTube channels, and that's kind of dumb.
Right. Exactly. If I wanted to out sing David, then I better outperform David at the concerts.
Go for it. You could open for me.
I'm going to guarantee you people will pay me to stop singing.
I'll give you $12. How's that?
Believe me.
Over the next 10
years. Not going to happen. They'll pay people. I would make a buku dollar because people would pay me to stop.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. Yeah, you probably would.
Am I strange that I put out content but don't care about pushing for subs?
No, I don't either.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to have both. You have to have good content to have subs so you can get the good content in more eyes.
Well, I couldn't care less about subs or being monetized. I just do what's on my channel is just because it's there because I want to share it with people, and if they don't like it, that's fine. They don't have to look at it.
Right. And at the end of the day, that's kind of like the way I feel about it too. You don't like my channel, don't watch it. If you don't like my political stance on something, I don't care. Don't watch it.
Yeah.
If you don't like the fact that I like a certain YouTube channel, I don't care. You don't have to watch me. And that's just the way I feel about it. I'm not going to stop watching certain channels. Now, if a channel chooses to insult me, whether directly or indirectly, I may just choose not to watch that channel anymore.
Yeah, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yes.
And you have all these guys who are like, well, you can't watch this or that because some person said this about this other person who's over there who said this about them.
And
That's
here's
right.
the thing.
Shut up.
And here's the one thing I found with a lot of YouTube creators, not all, but a lot, they lie.
Yep.
Or they stretch the truth. See, you guys know a little bit about me. You don't know a lot, but you don't know everything about me, and that's done by design. And that's true with David. I know. Hey, Florida Jim.
I know you're a doctor. I know doctor because it says so right there on your name. So you must be a doctor.
I know you. Brother Watch, I know you're a little creepy because you like to watch.
Oh, brother. Yeah, all right, somebody throw something at him.
But see, I choose not to talk about my politics or what way I support who I support politics, and I mean, why? Because I don't want my channel to be that. I don't want people. I think I have friends that have different political beliefs than I do. In fact, I know I do, but I don't. I mean, I don't care about them. I think they're good people, and yes, we all do. See eye to eye on some things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just don't insult me because I have a different political belief than you do. Same with religion.
Which is what tends to happen.
Mm-hmm. And you know, in the day, we just want to make our world better. And
yeah, well said.
Something my wife bought years ago. I'm going to see if I can find this quote because it's not in front of me. Ralph Waldo Emerson quote. And let me see if I can find it, and I'm going to read it because it's let me see if I can find. Actually, it might be quite a few quotes, but it was a little big. Well, not a little. It's literally a big sign. But I reread it, and it's. But there's some of them really jump out at me. Let me see, because I want to say it. I should have written it down. I wish I took a picture of it and.
Is that your cat?
Yeah, she wants to come inside.
Your cat's setting off my dogs.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
That's a loud cat. Here all the way in Texas.
You should. I bet you they can hear her in Australia too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear the cat in Australia? Try to watch.
But I don't. I can hear the cat,
yeah,
but I don't have a dog here. So, and even if I did, it wouldn't hear the cat because I've got headphones on. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, you better watch it. But you better watch it there,
our dog
because
tends
my dog's looking for your cat now.
Well, okay. I better let her in because that's what she wants. She wants to be with me. So
our dog probably won't
hear
leave it anyway because it sleeps 20 hours a day.
Oh yeah, that cat. Yeah, she just woke up, so she wants to know where I'm at. So hang on one second. Come on in. Okay. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, but she's spoiled. But yeah, it's I'm not finding that quote. What I'm going to do is take a picture of that poster, so I'll have it for the next time. But so that I read it last night. Some of the things that was said on that poster, yeah, I want to say it here, and I'm here missing it real quick, and of course me trying to find it, but it's not doing me. Excuse me. Well, uh, it's not doing me well, but I will take a picture, and when next time this comes up, this type of discussion comes up, yeah, I want to have it on hand. Nothing can bring peace but yourself. Nothing can bring you peace but the triumph of principles, and I think that's a good thing. So yes, let you. Where there is no vision, the people perish.
Oh, that's a famous one.
Mm-hmm.
And an important one.
You insist on yourself. Never imitate. Yeah. You don't need to be on YouTube. You don't need to steal the show from us. Yeah.
Come on, Doc. You know, moves on YouTube they go viral.
Yes, they do. They do go viral. And this one, she's a sweet girl. She's definitely my cat. I adopted her from the local cat shelter. Uh, she was actually adopted. She was 4 years old. She was adopted as a kitten, and unfortunately, her original owner passed away, and the family could not take her in.
Oh.
Yeah, and she was scared. She stayed at that shelter for maybe 3 to 4 months. Hid underneath the blanket in a box, and of course you find her. She's so sweet. She's just glad that people would give her a little attention, but she was scared. Got her home. Took her 2 weeks to really get comfortable with being here. And but that first night, she whined. I came out, sat in my chair with her, showed her where her litter box was, where her food was, and she sat in my lap for the first time at the house that night.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. After that, she gets insanely jealous. Another cat gets in my lap, she does not like it.
Yeah, cats are like that.
That is
Dogs are like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's a good kitty. Right, Biscuit? You're a good kitty.
Well, listen, guys, I got to run. I've got to
channel that I was watching.
get over to ATV.
It reminds me of I was watching.
Okay. Now, what's that? David? Do you have a good one? You take care. I'm going to be wrapping up here shortly. But for to watch, what does this remind you of?
Oh, I was watching. I used to a YouTube channel. It's with dogs, and he goes into a kennel near him, and these dogs that are and you literally see it. The dogs are terrified at the start. Then he turns his back to he puts his camera down and uses his camera like a rear view mirror to keep an eye on the dog. He walks in very slowly, turns his back to him, to the dog, and waits, and then slowly starts moving back. Eventually he sits down, starts giving it treats, starts patting it, and eventually the dog starts coming out. He's actually had quite a lot of success with getting the dogs to home on the shoulder. And you saying that about your cat, how you went out there, you sat with her, it sort of just reminded me of that channel. He did a huge thing where he wanted to get all the dogs from this one shelter adopted out, and they actually did. They were sending them all across the country. People were donating their time, or they were donating money for airfares for the animals to another. But he does a really good job, and he's really good with the dogs, and you can actually see the turnaround in that 45-minute to 1 hour show from when he first walks into their cage.
What's this called
just,
again?
You saying that
What's the
just
name
sort
of
of went, oh yeah. I think it's Sitting with Dogs.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
I'll have a look through my subscribe list. I think if I find it, I'll send you a link.
Okay. Please
Okay.
do.
And Father Watch, is there anything you want to plug? I want to go ahead and start wrapping things up.
Not at the moment. My channel's sort of in a half stagnant because of time constraints. I put one out. What's his name? Dumbwaiter put out a video on his new channel about I got her pregnant, but it's okay. I paid her 136% pay rise to cover it. We know who we're talking about here. JJ had actually sent me the entire video for that ethics committee, so I put a little bit of a header on that and then just dumped that out there, because we all know what Dumbwaiter's when he says he's going to put out a full video unedited, we actually know what that means.
Yeah, it's going to be edited as hell.
It's gonna be a partial video edited to death. No kidding.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
He's going to have a 3 hour, 3 hour
I put the entire video out, and the only thing yeah. Well, it is. It's a 3 hour video, or 3 hour 15-minute video. And the only thing I did was I increased the volume so you could hear some of the people talking, because it was very quiet on the audio.
Right.
And edited out, or didn't edit out, but I blurred out Amber's face, because people have been taking screenshots and making memes out of it. So I thought, do the right thing by her. And that's all I did, and just dumped it out there. There's no stopping the video and putting in my comments. It was just the video went straight out, just so that people can see the true unedited version of that video, not Dumbwaiter's version, which will only fit his narrative. But yeah, I've got a couple more that I'm working on at the moment. So anyone who hasn't, feel free to subscribe to Fraud of the Busters. But yeah, at the moment I'm not putting out a lot, only because of time restraints.
Yeah, and I know how that is, because I'm.
Thanks for the plug.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm doing some revamping on my channel. I have found that I do have an interest. I do want to do more stories, but I'm expanding my stories to the point of we're going to be doing the strange and unusual stories too. Things like UFOs, space aliens, Bigfoot, ghost stories, horror stories like in Lanesville, Indiana.
You mean like the Lake Worth Monster?
Yes. And we just probably what you called it. He called what I said. So I'm expanding stories. One of the first stories I'm going to put out is about the lizard man of South Carolina.
Does that guy actually exist?
Say that again?
Does the lizard man actually exist?
Some people insist he does, or it did. But
I've heard stories about that for years and never really knew what to think.
It's kind of like Bigfoot. You can't prove a negative?
No, that's true.
Yeah. So
I didn't know Dumbwaiter had moved out of Indiana.
Who knows where he moved?
Oh no, he can stay in Indiana. He's Indiana problem. He's Indiana, Kentucky problem. He can stay there.
Let's hope he doesn't move anywhere
He gets too many warrants in Indiana.
Yes. Vintage video.
I'm still waiting for Tiffany to come down to Australia.
Of the Panther. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fitch's video has uploaded chapter 7 of the Panther Girl series. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel, go do so. Check it out. Fitch's video, I might reach out to you, see if how you feel about coming on board one day. Just chill out, talk, have fun. We're going to do another live stream this coming Sunday, 2 p.m. Probably some more police videos. So if you have them, email them to me. I would appreciate it. j.lanewstories@gmail.com. Until next time.
Oh, don't forget Frauditor Follies tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Until next time, take care of yourself.
See you later.